So today we finna watch 1,000 players simulate civilization, rich and poor. Now, a lot of y'all recently been recommending me this video. I've been seeing y'all in the comments of my past videos saying, yo, Drezu, you should react to this. I seen a couple of y'all send this video to me on Discord. And I'm not gonna lie, this a rare occasion because y'all really don't send me Minecraft stuff. Like when I do Minecraft videos, I usually, pick the Minecraft video out myself, because I feel like watching Minecraft. But y'all recommended me a Minecraft video, so I need to see what it's talking about. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really know much about this. This got 30 million views, right? And it's 2 hours, bro. So get your popcorn, get your chips, get your soda, get whatever you need, because we gonna be here for a little bit, bro. Before we get into it, you already know, I want to ask y'all to hit the like button, subscribe, join the empire. Helps me out, helps the channel out, helps the channel grow. I appreciate the support. And without further ado, let's see what this video talking about, bro. Show me something. I think that the channel name is Ish. ISH. Show me something, yeah,
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization.
Talk to me.
The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever. Now each player has the freedom to do whatever they want, farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
Look like a wasteland. That's what I'm saying.
It's up to each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war?
There's gonna be war, bro. Like, just from that alone, where he's saying one is a thriving, lush island and one is a barren wasteland, bro. If it's me personally and I spawn in a barren wasteland and I see y'all thriving in the lush island, Black Air Force activity, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen.
Was that a rocket?
What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen.
Yo.
All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment.
This already look like it's gonna be lit.
Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel. All right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Wow. Okay, day one.
It was the beginning of day one, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Yo, Minecraft, I'm sorry for pausing it again, bro. Minecraft looks so good with shaders, bro. Like, back like 5 years ago, like 10 years ago, did you really think Minecraft would actually start looking like this? Look at the water, bro. That looks realer than real life.
First day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland.
Cooked.
Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. There's nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
Yo.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging. And not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome. Oh no!
It might have a lot of ore, though.
And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people.
That's crazy.
Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too. But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to
Gotta get a
be
boat.
kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go over to Island 2.
Happy as a mug.
Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Selling water from the ocean? Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece
They
of
already
gold.
got diamond armor.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no.
Bakeries.
Triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people
That's crazy. You already got niggas on strike, bro. You already got niggas on strike.
were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps. You doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future. By the end of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah,
Oh, one fall.
No?
no pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you can, what the frick? Why? Wait,
Standard New York rat.
Oh, no. I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Hello.
Nah, living in next to the volcano is crazy.
This was Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
I told you. I knew it. I'm like, okay. At the surface level, this island looks terrible, but it probably got rare resources. Netherite? That's big. That's really big.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2, there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Callie Cass was the leader of about 50
I don't know
people
if
in a
I
nation
trust
she
her.
named
I
the
don't
Cass
know.
Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including
She
pirates,
sounded like
bankers,
these politicians.
Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict. What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
Commonwealth.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5
so-
distinct groups were
so
close
many
enough to each
people.
other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation.
I feel
As a
like
result, the
I
Commonwealth
feel like if I was on this, bro, my PC would just blow up.
a government with 5
I don't
leaders
think I
at the
could do
top
this,
and
bro.
over 150 citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further
Respectable-
ahead than Island 1,
respectable
as
goal.
expected. But let's see what happens in the following days. As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting.
Only 4 people died on the green side, bro. I mean, even 4 people died. How did those 4 people even die? I guess falling from trees.
That the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Revy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Anyone? Knight, I need food. I'm dying.
Yo, Spood.
Yeah.
I do have food. You're private, but
I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is, until...
Oh!
Oh my God.
They fighting?
Who is a traitor?
They killed Spoon.
Spood had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1.
Bro used the Trump strategy. Bro done used the Trump method, bruh, and it worked. Yo.
People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spood used this leverage to establish an empire named West Helm.
He deserved it. Yeah, man. You can't hate on him.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Even though the people of West Helm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead.
Put his head on a
For the
pedestal.
first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon. Nearly killed by some dude.
Hold on. Going crazy.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as West Helm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island. This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there were some drama creations by...
No way they made a poster of the rumbling. Nah, this is getting crazy. This is getting crazy and I like it.
Our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. My
Mamma mia, help me! I'm getting chased! Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the Mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the Mafia.
But then,
don't mess with the
during our
mob.
interview... Oh, wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming down.
Oh, those are people from Infernace. They're our allies.
Oh, really? Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernace, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernace.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
Okay.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
It might be a little bit of conflict later.
On day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear. We're not here to invade you, we promise.
They was getting shook.
Why are y'all here? It's you motherfucker.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed them.
You brought them all. You didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
They should have welcomed them in.
I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
There's strength in numbers.
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jofiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees.
I like that.
And was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh, God.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
He got something coming along.
One of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cass Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
How?
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
The migrants.
It's a lot of like religious, like, I don't want to say cults yet. I mean, I know there's one cult already, but it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you had the ones who teamed up with Linguini, they was talking about the volcano in a little bit like a religious way. I don't know, bro.
And decided to call their civilization Luminara.
I
They
don't
saw
know,
themselves
bruh.
as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
Okay.
But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara,
I thought I was getting a bad vibe from him, but no, that's actually pretty cool.
Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry.
I wouldn't want that bridge built either.
That Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
Is it in the insurgents?
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 300 says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
I could see where he coming. Bro. Like, besides like the poster of Attack on Titan, this is giving me a little bit of Attack on Titan vibes, bro. He's like a Jaegerish, where it's like he not trying to go for that. He wants what's best for his island, but he might be going about it. Yo, this is so interesting. This is so lit, man. This shit got me thinking, like, it's Minecraft.
As day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
Day 3. Ooh. Only one
Back
died.
in Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Likes just picked me out of nowhere and I had to
run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that,
You need protection.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head, and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
East Coast. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
They're boiling him. Oh no. Oh my gosh. The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem.
What?
Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lego Lady didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today.
Good.
So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
What we expect.
All right. Well, I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor Food was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on
He's
day
like
3,
a crazy
he was invited
king.
to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
You talking spicy.
Emperor Food had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Food left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Okay.
Look at these Elysium guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Quick.
There it is.
All right.
Literally made an offering to a god, bruh.
We can kill it for leather!
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first,
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
see, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Al-Karasina pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for
Hello,
Mario.
anyone?
Hello, it's me. Ooh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore
Okay.
cults would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince,
Good
but Blue Cross
transaction.
said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters.
Bro,
As a
oh my god, this is so cool. They're actually building like different cultures. Each like place has like just the way how people move and think is completely different than other people in the same island. Hey, bro.
People were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1. At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
They thriving. I feel like Spood is gonna do something crazy, man. I just got a feeling in my gut. I'm knowing it. I'm knowing it, bro. I'm knowing it. Griefing?
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has like barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition.
Not good.
Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Hours because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands. What? Anyway,
they did him the most filthiest way.
On day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city.
Oh
my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So
it's crazy to think the flourishing island has more discourse than the island with a barren wasteland. It's like struggle and hardship really bring people together, bro, and then when stuff is bountiful, people get greedy.
Invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux.
I don't think that's a good.
What's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says. We need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited. I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
Alright, I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here. I can agree to that.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
That's a good start.
That makes sense.
But if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Joe
Inevitable.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
That's facts. That could work.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island
I
1
don't
is literally
know.
making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you want to send aid to them?
He's speaking
Guess what?
facts.
They're gonna take whatever you send them, food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well,
I mean,
the guy under the table. The guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa,
Are you
crazy?
Watch, this is ridiculous.
What's crazy, Jofiel, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That's
god.
You
too
have to
much. We
listen
can't
to me.
do that.
If we don't do this,
Yo.
it's the end of Island 2.
He making the meeting shake.
That's crazy.
What is happening?
All right, everyone. We can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
He don't got nobody with him. If he turns out to be right, I'ma feel so bad. Yo, he's like, bro. Okay, they still in the 400s.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god! So you remember this guy?
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon.
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
Oh, that's tough.
Wasteland Island. A boiling water sea. Let's go.
Okay.
And no resources to speak of.
Yeah.
Except a wooden tree.
Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoot, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Helm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spood was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from Emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished, will play a major role in West Helm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a best.
Ooh, that got out.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Yo,
Benji and the
Spood,
other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spood is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spood on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spood, for all your support. You're welcome. I'm the best. Glory to West Helm.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernace, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
What if it erupts, though? That's dangerous, man.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernace as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
True. But
Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
That's something you should take into consideration.
Underground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernace.
They're gonna be the most heavily armored.
Infernace didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernace with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
I told you, man. Bro, I'm predicting this shit, bro. I told you I felt there was going to be a little bit of conflict when they first interacted, man.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernace was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return.
Son.
So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernace anything. Lingolini's hope was that Infernace never asked for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble.
Ooh.
That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore.
Okay.
There was only one holdout. This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Son, this is why Island 1 is looking at y'all crazy.
Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to Sidefall.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
He's snitching.
Well,
He's
I'm paid
snitching,
off by
G.
them, so I don't really care.
What?
Dude, it's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's not for profit. Okay.
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, "The lava is rising," just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Holy, the warden. That's big danger. That's a big problem.
Meanwhile, the people of Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
You made a case.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war.
Yeah.
As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command.
Son, he's going to get his revenge. Like, I feel it. I feel it, bro. I feel the rage boiling in him, bro. he's going to do something drastic.
Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
He's going to get radicals on his side.
People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend Saps finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
What a fuck. No way they hit me with the GTA transition. Who the fuck edited this? They need some sort of... Whoever edited this needs a reward. They hit me with the GTA transition. I'm about to tear up. I'm about to cry.
Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second-in-command, Seraphim.
No way. An assassination?
What? No way.
The chat going crazy.
The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
Why?
What? Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
That's our leader.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Is he working with well, bro, oh, they down to 300.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh, he just died. He just died on some clumsy shit.
God. With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
I wonder who's going to take over the pirates.
The entirety of Island 1. But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested. Earlier, a citizen of Infernace had accidentally told someone outside of Infernace that there was netherites in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island.
There's going to be a conflict.
This was a disaster for Infernace and the Lingualini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernace. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was netherite. Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army. Queen Seneca of Infernace felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like West Helm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2.
It's like they have an alliance, but at the end of the day, they was bold enough to build at the volcano, bro. The other people weren't, so it's like they kind of earned that netherite.
Who is rich?
Keep it a stat.
We are not.
Keep it a stat.
Now with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue
Said that shit with the
Cross
hard
quickly
V.
reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember,
in situations like that, somebody got to take lead immediately, bro.
5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well... Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wolfram's dead.
Why is he wearing armor?
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments.
Yo, there's so many
went to the Cass
upsurgences.
Coalition to complain to Cass directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Cass Coalition...
Who else? Who else was disappointed when they found out that netherite had the same armor value as diamond? Some of y'all probably didn't even know that. It has the same armor value as diamond. I think the only thing netherite gives you is more durability and knockback resistance. I feel like it should at least give you fire resistance, bro, but they don't even do that. Like, make you immune to fire. So, I'm not gonna... Netherite is powerful, don't get me wrong, and fights is good. Not getting knocked back is really good. It's really good. But you can beat somebody with netherite with diamond armor if you're good enough.
And thrived.
If you're good enough.
But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, What Daddy
Bro,
had
still
ditched
getting
work to
like...
attend a party in Barbie Land. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Cass Coalition.
They be doing my boy filthy.
He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
Oh! What the?
That's fucked up.
Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from
Kill my
Saps'
boy.
meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way.
Nah, I ain't like that, bruh. I ain't like that.
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quote, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
What do you mean, has to go?
Has to go. Removed. And I'm done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
My heart is beating. My heart is beating. Holy shit.
Thank you all for.
So I'm already. He probably got bro. I forget his name. Bro who died. One of the. I think he's the second biggest nation. He probably had him assassinated, bro.
Coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to
But
talk
what is he
about
to do?
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofield.
He
And
did
today,
that shit.
we will finish the job!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there.
He's locked. He's
what
locked in.
What happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to.
You hear the passion in his voice?
If you agree with full KOS on Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him.
No way.
But
please don't tell me he's gonna kill Saps. That's your man.
If
That's
you
your
had to
man.
betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
What just happened? What happened?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap?
Is this all a setup? Saps, look, where's Saps?
Where did he go? Did Saps do this? Wait, Saps? We have to find him.
Put him down! Kill him! Kill Saps!
Saps, where are you?
This is peak. This is peak. This is peak. This is peak. I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up. I'm tearing up. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So he killed a large sum of the leaders. And now they think it was Saps because that was his crib. Oh my. He did Saps dirty. He did his boy filth. I can't believe this shit. Oh my, yo. 6. Broski. Brodicus.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this. He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan.
Flux. He killed a lot of them. Let me see.
But
I was like
because
6,
they
7.
had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful.
It's not funny. Alright, bruh.
Successful.
Stop.
Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Empyrean, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
What would it try?
When more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps. And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Caste Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
Flux is a villain. He's a villain. He's a menace. Highs and level betrayal.
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall.
It's about to go down.
Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
Hold on, my camera's blurry. Yo, I'm tearing up, bro. You see my eyes? Hold on.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it. A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again.
That junk gonna fall back down.
Now, day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
Oh! Come on! No, jump! What about me? I can shoot. No!
Wow.
What? I didn't do anything.
I play Mish.
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Oh, hold on. A world could get destroyed over a mushroom cow, bro. Hold on.
Let's go!
Hold on.
There they all go.
My mushroom cow go missing. People are dying.
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on.
my
Not a
mother
shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god, oh my god,
What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at...
Wow.
Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur?
Yeah.
Anyway, on day 6, the West Helm
Remy a
Coliseum
rat,
was finally
bruh,
complete.
for real.
What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed, and that's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in West Helm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay Pi and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know...
West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Yeah. You wasn't expecting this in the video. Where is this skin from? What character is this? You got 20 seconds. Go. Do 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 Alright, your time's up. Now, if you said Anderson Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist, you were correct. If you said anything else, you're wrong, and I'm gonna put my hands on you. Because if I put my hands on you, I'm not gonna be. And I think his name is Anderson. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look it up. Cause I might be. I think it's Anderson Armstrong. He's from Full Metal Alchemist. Hold on. Full Metal Alchemist. Anderson. No, it's not. Armstrong. Alex Louise Armstrong. You know what I was saying though. I ain't get it wrong. I just forgot his first name. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I suck. I can't. It was close, bruh.
You know, I helped design his Coliseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah. Right, yeah, that's right. I guess
second in command down. But Ramsay Pi was immediately chased down by West Helm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
Oh, they got him.
With Ramsay Pi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed. In the name of West Helm! Glory to West Helm!
Glory to West Helm! Glory to West Helm! Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernace and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with West Helm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernace, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernace's job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernace was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
Hell
It is
nah.
still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh.
Stand on that.
Oh, wow.
Stand on that.
Now, Lingolini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernace of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way.
Yes. He got something. He got a plan.
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernace.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Lingolini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
She got J's on.
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it.
No,
That's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, West Helm made a final.
Do they even have like the resources to even make use of the netherite? I see one person with full diamond, and that's it. Most of these niggas still in iron. You can't turn iron into netherite.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So,
She's standing on
Lingolini
10s.
made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernace, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
That was his big plan.
Seneca's leaving?
Great.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingolini's betrayal.
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
My boy Saps.
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island.
Bro got a bigger bounty than
But
Luffy,
he also
bro.
knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call Me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no. Oh no. There we go.
That quickly, he just walked him
To
down.
the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working.
Blah.
Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Hey.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
I want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
I don't know, a lot of y'all niggas died, bro.
But first,
a lot of the Commonwealth.
Down in the mines, I've been searching for something. Down in the mines,
why does it appear?
The warden, man.
The warden up? No.
Why they warden look so juiced?
Wait, can you come back?
That's a juiced warden.
Bringing it to the surface.
I've been down, but I can't see.
Wait, they made it rising lava?
Down in the mine.
So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic. The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
Run! Son. Your land is cooked.
Warden had been unleashed on
You gotta
Island
move.
1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
Why is that shit so fast? The warden is fast, bro. He moved.
Oh my god. Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to West Helm.
Lead it to the volcano.
The West Helm army was ready.
Underground.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
Why they band going so crazy?
Come on.
They band going stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Little crazy ass band. Yo, this warden is taking too many souls.
Welcome to West Helm. Is it Revy's place?
Thank you. That took a lot. That's not good. I wonder how many they lost.
The defendant Saporada is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Alp, and the murder of our very own Coraline.
Oh, they think he killed Joe Field too?
Followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Okay, guys, I feel really unsafe for
You suck.
Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor,
Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saparada.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
It's getting spicy.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap. I find that rather interesting.
What about it?
The trap too.
Well, Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders.
not
and
good.
with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision. Judge Timebomb, find Saparada.
Guilty.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes!
Yes! Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Executed.
Oh, that's it.
My boy Saps. They about to kill my boy Saps. He innocent, G.
Wait, is he running?
Wait, no, he making a run for it. Hold on. Hey, hey. Come on, Sal. Oh yeah. Parkour. He taking a lot of fall damage, though. Got away.
Bodyguards. He escaped, man.
Did he actually get away?
You gotta be kidding me. No!
Bro pulled a Miles Morales. Remember when Miles getting chased by every Spider-Man?
Killed our leaders.
Low key plot how he got away. I ain't gonna.
Guilty on all counts.
Disgrace to all of the odds.
Let me predict right now. Put it in my predict. Saps. The border is gonna rise and Saps is gonna go to the to Island 1, bro. He's gonna go to Island 1. Probably align himself with somebody there. I'm making my predict, bro.
Why did you do this?
Man, I heard that, bro. And if I'm right, drop that like. Or we gonna have to fight. Punch you with all my might. Psych. I'm just kidding. Ruler of the earth, it's fitting. See? Hold on. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. They didn't lose as many people. Island 1 didn't lose as many people I thought they was, bro. I thought they was gonna be down by like 30, bro. Way that warden was going crazy. Island 2 still at 400. 400.
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
Game time.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock. To another after all this...
Looking at this video and how the shaders is, and they're just going back to like... You know what I'm saying? It's OG though.
Time was a major culture shock.
OG.
Is this Island 1? Whoa.
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2.
Wow.
They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
We're probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the 2 islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these 2 who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing! We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
Bruh.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared.
So Flux just did that shit for nothing.
It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
Flux killed his mans for no reason.
That said, at the beginning of day 7,
he ain't kill him, but you know what I'm saying?
Made a big decision.
Guy's man's in trouble for no reason.
He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island.
Is that a good move? He still has the netherite monopoly. Let's see what he do, man. He been moving tack so far, so let's see.
After yesterday's netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernace might seek revenge against him.
That's smart.
Hoping to live a more
That's
peaceful
actually
life,
smart.
Lingolini went far away and settled in the Cass Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much. But we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Cass Coalition. That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
He
We are
deserved
gathered
it, bro.
here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles.
Yeah.
Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world.
Fall from
On day
grace.
7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until... One of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
That's not good. He's gonna go there and be allied with them, and Spood is gonna be like, "Yo, you harboring a fugitive? What's up?" Like, gonna be beef.
As long as Spood doesn't find us, we should
Beef
be
no
okay.
taco.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Saps knew that Sitzgrig and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1. But it wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
The bridge.
He's trying to use the bridge.
No way. No way.
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
One island got one fugitive, one island got the other fugitive, bruh.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa.
Taz.
Get the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good here. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
That's actually a W.
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernace.
Linguini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down.
The mob is...
Oh my god. Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she'd let them mine for netherite before anyone else, but because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernace. They found him.
Hey, you ever thought about
I guess.
diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Linguini.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Mamma mia.
My boy Linguini died. This always happens in stories like this. The mob people always like, that's tough. That's tough.
The Covenant had
tough.
massacred the Lingolini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate,
Man, they should have been in Nether, but no, because they couldn't use the Netherite because they didn't have diamond. But they had diamond. They got diamond from Saps. Wow.
Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done. Howdy, Flux. Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Yeah, his armor look crazy.
Got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
I ain't gonna lie, Flux looking stupid now, bro. Flux kind of looking like a joke. This is like, they wasn't hostile, so you did all that rah. All you did was weaken the island. Flux ain't looking too good now, bro.
That includes
Flux had ambition, bro. I was low key like fake ruin for him, but now that we see, that's why it's iffy, bro. It's iffy. He had a goal. You could resonate with it, but it's like, if it turns out you was wrong, then you were really wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The prosecution,
like he was giving me Jaeger's vibes, because at the end of the day, right? And this might sound crazy to say, flocking them wasn't wrong. And Attack on Titan flocking the Jaegers, they weren't wrong. The world couldn't coexist with Eldia. It couldn't. At the end of the day, people was gonna fear Eldians. Yeah, they had the whole plan to halt halt them being killed with the small scale rumbling and stuff. But eventually, technology was gonna get better. Eldia was gonna be cooked, bro. They wasn't wrong. It was securing the future of Eldia. And that's what I'm thinking Flux was gonna do. He was gonna secure the future. Bro, this video's so good, bro. This shit got me really... Yo.
And himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Video so good.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill on site. We hunted him down the other day. We couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parent, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
He copium.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind. But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
Wow,
As
that
we're trying
looked
to
cool.
focus on restabilizing our nation, obviously the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
Spoo ain't scary, bruh. He'll go to war, like.
But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the Capitol.
Can I speak to the
Bro,
glorious leader
snitch.
of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain.
If you would have a meeting, bro, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Last time you had a meeting.
Ultimately, Shpood rejected Saps' request for a meeting
that's
because Shpood
understandable.
didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates.
Oh, they got a new leader?
Although when he arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear. I'm just kidding.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want
It's a booby trap.
killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly,
Yeah.
Need to leave?
What? Sorry, what?
where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
We got good intuition.
1 second, you gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenants, Turntap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We need to go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own or like just. Here, I'll explain to you on a sec. Just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so I'm putting
Yeah,
a lot
I know,
of faith into
well-
you.
This is so suspicious. As Saps ran, he pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he
would have
runs
been
away.
did it though.
Now.
I don't know. I feel like if he wanted the bounty, he would have been killed him.
It's all alone. Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead. And so he ventured into the snow.
They said the snow is uninhabitable, bro.
And started collecting blocks.
But hey, Saps.
Saps, what are you doing?
He used to this.
I can't trust anybody. Flux 1, he completely won. There's just no point anymore.
Is he making
On day
Fort
7,
Squidward?
Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by, and he planned to jump off.
This game too deep, bruh.
But he didn't.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
You gonna go get his get back, nigga. Get it back in blood, brr, brr, brr. Get it back in blood. You getting hit inside the club, brr, brr. They still haven't dropped to 300s, bruh.
Welcome everyone! Today we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Limit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent West Helm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder West Helm food supplier Dinosaur.
He did that. He did it.
Ready, set, fight!
Remy got that. I got Remy. I got my money on Remy. Remy hand.
Wait, some guy jumped in. The heck?
Remy won. Wait, no. What the heck? Oh yeah. I don't know what the heck just happened. Who just died?
But that's wait, some guy jumped in.
Bro just jumped in and got cooked.
The heck? He won. Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood.
That
He
can't
was
be
always working on
sanitary.
different things. Have you seen her aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
War.
I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They step that talking.
And so Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with Westhelm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jovial's grave, and had stolen Jovial's head.
Can I wear this? Hey, Cass, I brought you a
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth.
Yeah, let me dig in somebody's grave.
The existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the the border dropped yesterday, the
So
economies
where's
of
these
most
people
Island 2
even
nations
coming
were
from?
prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land,
But this would be so lit to stream. It might be laggy as hell, but it's gonna be lit. I'm assuming they have proximity chat, bro. Probably be lit.
I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had
Oh.
marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying
Ain't they
it with
ops?
a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
What?
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you.
He might be
In
trying
Luminara,
to
meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new
assassinate her.
technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all of the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama: the murder of Lingolini.
Oh
I
yeah.
cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble.
She played it smart.
But for now, nobody would face
High
any
IQ play.
consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia. Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on West.
I think they do. Yeah, they did have that alliance. Is it still in effect though? Remember when it was like, yeah, if they get attacked, everybody would come to their aid. Is that still in effect? I don't see why it wouldn't be. But they did have that little beef where she was like, yo, why are you keeping him? I don't know. I think it's still in effect though.
So Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the Westhelm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Sad.
Make a deal. We're running out of time.
Saps is back. And Turntap's here too for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
You can turn the sun away. Paint the moon.
Yo, this soundtrack so fire.
If we can do what we do best. We're nocturnal light.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernace had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Linguini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
Yeah, we'll pull up. No roofs, gang. No roofs. Yo, that's funny, yo. No roofs.
The meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I have been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association.
And I know what some of y'all might be thinking. Oh, Fluxion, you might have been right. No, Fluxion caused all this. Fluxion won the, you know what I'm saying? Bro would have had no fuel. A scoop would have had no fuel, bruh. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
With the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2.
Oh, yeah, none of that shit.
Justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with West Helm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
So they got that alliance too now.
Please say aye.
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 Good. This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What does that mean? That's vague. What does that mean?
What is the corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another
I ain't gonna lie, this area, I forget what it's called. This area moving like what's them old niggas name from Bleach, bro? That Aizen killed off. It was basically like the council for Bleach. It was like section 13, something like that, bro. They moving like dumb. It's like they not trying to hit nothing, bro. They moving like the elders in Naruto.
Was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved.
It's like they not trying, which being cautious like that can help in a lot of situations, but bruh.
What is this? A about 15 members of the West Helm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah,
true.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me, you have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next, 5 minutes. I do not know.
What are you talking?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Night Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys?
They're forming a shield wall.
about to
They're
go on.
forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
Wait, they moving
The West Helm
scary.
squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. West Helm then went around searching every house.
I thought Commonwealth had a little bit more backbone than that. Dang.
Every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Night Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
No wonder why everybody left. Trash.
Meanwhile, at the Caste Coalition,
You let a small group really intimidate your whole nation? That's
Hey, can I
couldn't be
run
me.
something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. For what? Oh.
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
Got a witness.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You go to show Cass.
What do you think?
Interesting. You know what? Go show this to Tricolor. And probably also Perion.
I'm on it.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. We about to get another meeting, bro.
A citizen of the Caste Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence.
But it's
but
something.
For some people, it did raise some questions.
Bro, it's only been yo. Feel like a year has passed.
Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors, who were blindsided by the move.
Spoon could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
What type of problems?
Earlier yesterday, Queen Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini.
Ooh, that's not good.
This is why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernace, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingolini's head.
Putting on your dead ops head is crazy.
Be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
I feel like at the end the volcano's gonna cook her. It's like, oh wow. I feel like the volcano just gonna erupt and all of them just this is what we've been like praying to. Wow.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernace is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernace needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion,
if everyone is against them, then we are not going to.
Benji's dead. Benji's dead.
What? Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died.
Was it from an oopsie or did he get assassinated?
And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernace, had approved the killing of Lingolini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingolini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision, so he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernace, and then ended his life.
Wow.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernace.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernace a chance to tell their side.
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernace. Now, when the meeting came to an end,
Infernace
Flux
becoming
was
like the big
by
bad.
a few guards from Tricolor.
We know about the assassinations, all right?
What
you're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Got him.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This
you
is
are,
an
okay?
outrage against Luminara. I cannot
No.
believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
So if you were guilty, you run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial.
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we can never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine.
not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go.
We're gonna remember.
We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor.
Go ahead and get your trial, bruh. Hopefully they.
He's like stopping every few seconds.
People stop. Don't worry about it.
What he about
the
to
group
do?
then passed through Elysium, and we're about
I'm
to
not
sail off
feeling
to
it.
Island 2 until.
Oh, hey, what is this?
They're trying to assassinate Flux?
Wait, Flux is getting away? It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty.
500 IQ play. I can't even be mad at Flux for that one. That was. Oh. Like, I want to hate, bro, but he got.
When Flux
got a
returned
brain
to
up there,
Luminara,
bro.
His whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy.
Yeah?
We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, that's tough. Alright.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara.
Legacy don't got his
Tricolor
peoples?
still wanted to arrest him. They wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
Whoa.
Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed
That
attempts
was
to
a
capture
high
Knight Earth.
IQ play, Flux. Telling his own mans to attack him, that was so, bro.
So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for netherite.
Bro, still here.
Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Armor.
He's cooked.
Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between West Helm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later, Spoon also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they
Spoon making moves too, man. He not just
Apparently,
crazy.
about half of the Covenant's
think
entire
too.
population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed Turntap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that Turntap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, Turntap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him.
Good guy.
In fact, the reason Turntap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
That's what I was saying. If he wanted to kill Saps, he would have been did it.
Anyway, now that Turntap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which Turntap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding.
This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright. Could you guys come inside?
Oh boy. Here we go.
You could touch. You could cut the tension behind us with a butter knife. You could cut the tension in the air with a butter knife, bro.
You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Night Arcturus.
Oh wow.
RT for Saps. I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
He didn't.
We don't have him. We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll
To
find
get
him
what you want.
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westham.
Spood ain't pussy though. He not scary.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate, you expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
What's about to happen?
Alright. Get out. Now.
Stop playing with Spood like he not one of them. Dab me up. You too, dab me up. Spood low-key my favorite character now. Nah, Wood Daddy.
Soon, it would be time for the trial of Infernace, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy. But Saps getting attacked. Oh no. Oh boy, Sap's getting attacked again.
No, he's not even killing
The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernace in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
Not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernace had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernace is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Come inside.
These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control. And then
who's about to get assassinated?
Oh!
Turn tab. I think that was one of his own mans. One of the Covenant.
Like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
I knew it.
Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernace castle.
Now she's gonna be the leader of the remaining Covenant. She fuck around might get like, I don't think she's gonna be on Spood's level.
Both
but
Infernace and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone.
Bro,
Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war.
Oh.
And on top of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting. Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command, Spider, had an idea.
Let me go instead.
Spider, you're gonna die.
Kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if
Spider's
Spider
loyal.
goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
Shout out to Spider. Spider!
These guys are all waiting for something to happen. Oh my god.
Game time. Game time. It's war, nigga. For Spider. Spider! It's war.
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned. See, after Zekr's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all.
So there is no more
Sitzkrieg and his
Commonwealth.
remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
No!
Come on in, guys. Welcome to Infernace.
Thank you, Seneca.
Infernace might be the biggest now. They might be.
There are so many people. Oh my God. Infernace is massive.
Bigger than Scoops.
Meanwhile, at the Caste Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party. But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control.
It is.
As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernace avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Caste Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just
He's starting to realize he was wrong.
trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact, thinking back, the trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly.
He's starting to put the pieces together.
On day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
The truth is being revealed.
I never thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good.
All right, first thing tomorrow.
But I feel like Flux gonna have something in his bag, bro. He gonna have something in his duffy. He gonna do something, man. He got a brain.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, 3 Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend, and I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
Bruh.
All right, let's go.
And so, the Caste Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Empyreon to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple. Aperion would invade Luminara from the south, while the cast coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
And I just,
Oh, they're here! They're here! Flux is running.
Is Flux really gonna get croaked?
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh!
Okay, wait, surrender! Okay, surrender. I'm not moving, I'm not moving!
Flux, you are under arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage!
And attempting my assassination.
Hey, stop!
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was on side.
He's our president. They're trying to arrest our president.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
Yo, I
All of a
just...
sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until... Oh, he's running! He's running!
Flux is a monster. He can't keep getting away with this.
Flux had killed 5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
You block up behind.
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
Bro.
Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while
Cass, why did it was supposed to be kill on sight? Loki sold.
Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Conquistador HQ because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again. Or so he thought.
What you mean?
I am so confused on what's happening right
Oh my god!
now. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap?
Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Shaps was right.
Ribby's still Ribbying, bro. He's still
world
Ribbying.
realized that Saps had been telling the truth. Sap, how do you feel?
Finally.
Free man.
I'm so happy.
For the first time
Innocent
since he had gone
man.
into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side.
Bro, we gotta give bro a medal. Bro who had that video footage of Flux, he started all of this, bro. He started all of this. Saps need to like give him everything, bro. Like, huh.
And now, instead of hunting for saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Layer by layer, I didn't know narrowness in my
Yo, I'm getting so...
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernace under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in.
So it's really about to be everybody versus Infernace. Everybody versus Infernace, bro. That's what I'm feeling. Infernace got getting everybody mad, but they got the power to back it up. They can back it up, gang. They can back it up.
But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep. On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernace.
Alright, today we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo.
This happening is so crazy. It ends up being 2 nations from Island 1 going up against it's more people, like, you know, people from Island 2, but these are 2 original nations from Island 1 going up against each other. That's that's the main battle.
If I die today,
I didn't expect that.
I love you all. We love you. Glory to West Helm.
Spoon.
Linguini, he was my brother. He was everyone's brother. And they took him from us. They took him.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
These transitions are so powerful. I don't think I could look at Minecraft the same.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Let's go.
Let's go, everyone.
They squatted up.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed
Tell your story.
and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts. Yes.
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Talk to him, Saps.
Thank you, Saps. Alright, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing! Come on!
Alright, here we go! There's so many people.
Yo, the lag, bro. The frames.
Civil rights, you demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
Oh my God. I think there might be a problem.
You cover us scars and shame, and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues walk ahead.
That's a lot of lava. How are they gonna get past that?
Big cannons keep provoking. Blood returns thirst choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense? Eaten away, telling us to stop and obey. To stop and obey.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
He said the water still burns. That's crazy.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go, 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 go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
How would you even know who's your ally, who's your enemy, bruh? I just be chopping up everybody, but I don't know who's friend or foe.
Keep going! Skin shine, Joker's got silver linings. Holy Mary sings songs in the wet rain. Walk ahead.
Shields up! Shields up!
That high ground advantage working for them well,
It's
bruh.
just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Someone show me someone living with desire.
Get down off our mountain!
Yo, this is...
They got it, they got it.
Everyone retreat, retreat, retreat.
My boy Remy even... I'm ending the video. I'm ending the video. I'm ending the video. Remy! Why was my boy Remy even in iron armor, bro? He should be in diamond. I don't think that would have saved him, but oh, Remy. Remy.
Telling us to stop and obey.
The final push, here we go.
When this goes wrong, do you know what you wish for?
They're in. Oh my gosh.
Yo, these traps are doing numbers.
We found him! Here!
This is the queen has fallen. This is amazing. Flux. Did he die? Yo, I'm on the edge of my seat, bro. He's eating golden apples. He's clutching. He's clutching.
Surely not.
He built a secret.
No, of course he has a tunnel. Of course.
Flux is the eyes in this video, bro.
I saw him! We're gonna kill him.
This is eyes and level strategy, eyes and level manipulation.
He's missing? Hold on.
Alright guys, let's go, let's go.
I'll be there.
What? No way.
This is all about the end in the arena. The poeticness.
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Let's make this a fair fight, okay? Flux. Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know,
Nah, it's cause he. It is Flux. I thought Flux was talking to Saps. Flux, this is all your fault, bro.
Like you were supposed to.
You were wrong.
I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Apology ain't gonna cut it. Let's do this. Okay, block. Ooh, that was a little critical hit. That ain't good, that ain't good.
I can't watch this.
It's a good fight, man. But I think Flux got more hits. Flux gotta be running out of golden apples, bro. Bro, literally swimming in lava. That was a good clutch. That was a fire battle. Whoa, you gonna let bro get away? Hold on. Somebody
Saps had killed Flux.
Somebody go catch bro.
And with that, Flux's reign of terror.
We don't need Flux 2.0. Wowzers. Days later. Yeah, and they both sides took a major hits.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernace.
Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernace forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
Very high. Remy, man.
After the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on.
Weenie Mafia.
Now that Infernace, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the corner of the crowded
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano
Not the big
ravaged.
tree.
As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
But I meant dead.
Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara. And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
Am I strong enough?
This brings back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free.
Nah, I'd have still had to kill Saps, bro. No way you got away from us. I can't let you hold that win. Can't let you.
Coalition Bakery was yet
I'd
to
have
be
been petty.
exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm.
Forgot about him. He the new Saps.
It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Do we all so slowly lose control as emotions
Man.
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now. Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
Wow, they got him.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Wow.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2,
Oh, nah.
1.
Just creating bombs and weddings. Weddings and bombs. Bombs and weddings.
So slowly lose control as emotions overflow.
That's still his man's. Take the roof off. Created by Ish. I think think that's it, bruh. Let me see. Make sure. Hold on. Wow. Map design. It's a big event, bruh. I'm telling my kids this is the Minecraft movie, bruh. This the Minecraft movie, bruh. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear anything. Words. I don't want to hear words. This is the Minecraft movie, bruh. It is what it. I don't even remember the Jack Black. I fuck with Jack Black, but bruh, it's over. It's over. It's completely eclipses the movie. I'm sorry to tell you, man. This was one of the best videos I've ever watched on YouTube, and that's a fact. That is a fact. This brought me back to like, bro, this brought me back to like, The Crafting Dead, remember them series Scott is Minecraft used to, I know Scott been, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know too much about the situation, but listen, all I'm saying is it reminded me of those series in terms of like cinematic and like storytelling and stuff like that, bro. It's like, wow. It looked like he got another video, bro. This is so good, bro. Appreciate y'all sending me this video, man. Appreciate y'all sending me this. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed, man. If y'all did, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, join the Empire. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Dreams Empire out. I'm gonna see y'all.